Hey guys, Shadowz here, welcome back to another Gears 5 video. Today we are going to be discussing the new Hivebusters Campaign DLC, including new Hana Cole character, new Snapjaws enemies, Hoffman returns, and more in Gears 5. The Hivebusters Campaign DLC has finally been revealed after months of community speculation, introducing Team Scorpio into the story of the Gears universe as we join Lahni and Keegan on their first mission as part of the secretive Hivebuster program. The Gears 5 Hivebusters DLC will be releasing next week on Tuesday, December 15th. Free for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members, or $20 as a standalone purchase. The DLC itself will be around 3 to 4 hours of game time, set on the volcanic Galangi Island in the South Islands of Sierra. Recently, TC released the all-new Gears 5 Hivebusters DLC launch trailer, which is a juicy minute and a half long, action-packed from beginning to end with visually stunning cinematics, new characters and enemies to the return of old familiar faces. I wanted to break down and analyze the Gears 5 Hivebusters DLC trailer in full, so you guys are fully updated and ready to go, jumping into the new Gears of War story DLC that is releasing early next week. Firstly, we do begin with the entrance of Team Scorpio into the room, of what looks like two characters having a discussion at the desk right there, as Lahni and Keegan are all outfitted in their very own stylized cog armor. Mac wearing the standard cog gear chest piece, sleeveless representing his outsider background. Lahni Kaliso suited up in her 81st Brash Brigade armor set, featuring a few accessories and a new style variant of the female cog armor that is reminiscent to the old school Pendulum Wars commandos. Then we have Jeremiah Keegan, the veteran of the squad, decked out what looks to be a custom Onyx Guard armor that blends between both the old and the new gen. It is one of the only surviving and still serving Onyx Guards from the previous Locust War. As Team Scorpio are entering the room, Mac seems to be giving his own personal monologue, describing previous events in a flashback-like sequence that takes place prior to this cutscene, and the characters being asked to take part in the Hivebuster program. The first flashback takes it to the sky as Scorpio squad are on board a cog condor, which gets attacked by a swarm of flock enemy as leeches take out the pilot driver and blow a hole in the side of the aircraft. This leads to Mac, Lahni and Keegan needing to escape out the back with parachutes, with Keegan kicking out Mac first himself as the outsider flips him off on his descent. This moment right here really shows the great personalities of the two characters and just how they play off one another in a very similar way to the jokingly manner of Baird and the original Delta squad. The next flashback begins with a focus on a Swarmer Snatcher, which I do believe will be the main enemies of the Hivebusters DLC, seeing as how their sole purpose ties into the Swarm Hives themselves and putting up Syrian humans to replenish the Swarm army. It then switches it over to what looks like a pit inside a Swarm Hive, as a Snatcher is pouncing around a very unstable rocky terrain. The trailer then focuses on a singular Swarmer Sniper enemy, which has been targeted by the venomous gas as seen in the escape game mode, maybe being a first time trial by Scorpio squad, which takes effect immediately as the Swarmer Sniper meets its demise with the venomous gas bubbles getting ready to blow any second. We then have a gameplay perspective of Keegan, Mac and Lahni shooting at an incoming Swarm Flock enemy and what looks to be the swamps of a jungle, as the Hivebusters DLC will be taking the campaign itself to several different environments. The last flashback shows Team Scorpio riding some kind of platform down a flowing river of lava, being saved by the dangling ropes from a King Raven helicopter that successfully lifts them to safety, and what I do believe will be the ending of the first main mission. Returning back to Mac, Lahni and Keegan walking in, they are meeting with the one and only the return of an OG and Victor Hoffman, making a triumphant return to the Gears of War story. Hoffman being as old as he has seen everything from the Pendulum Wars to right now. He has become wheelchair bound unfortunately, but of course he just can't help himself but try to be involved with the new cog military affairs as the new swarm enemy arises from the Locust burial sites. The South Islands and semi-retirement seems to have treated Hoffman quite well, as the old-timer looks to be using his own knowledge and experience on the battlefield to make himself useful once again in this new world of Gears. Seeing Hoffman return again is just hitting me in all of the nostalgia feels right now, taking it back to the original Gears 1 game, when Don freed Marcus from the slab prison and they all meet up once again, in an evolution of the character that feels right for the Colonel. Following the official Coalition Studio logo, we get a nice close-up of Keegan in his new Onyx Guard armor, which really stands out from any other cog soldier in the game so far. The lighting in this scene is just immaculate. The graphics look to be an even bigger improvement compared to the mainline Gears 5 campaign. Also notice as well the tribal markings on Lahni's Brash Brigade armor set that adds minor but appreciated attention to detail. With Hoffman debriefing Team Scorpio explaining that he knows exactly all about their past, matched up with clips ranging from the amazing looking Onyx Guard at Keegan in the cave, Mac in deep thought concentration, to the serious look on Lahni Kaliso's face like she looks like she means business. This mission and fight against the Swarm is a personal matter right now, and it actually means something different to each character, making them the right fit and the best of the best for what Hoffman is requiring. It's going to be really interesting to see how this campaign at DLC does tie into the Hivebuster comic series, as well as also the mainline Gears 5 campaign storyline, and whether or not we're going to be getting some mind-blowing reveals, just like we did with the origins of the Locust and Mira. The Gears 5 Hivebusters campaign at DLC is going to be all about the untold story of Scorpio Squad, and how this set of characters on a suicidal mission just may be the key to saving everybody on Sarah and discovering a successful way to combat the ever-growing Swarm forces. Fighting inside a Swarm hive, the campaign at DLC is very much on theme with the escape game mode. Limited weapons and ammo available, as Keegan throws away a Jam Lancer assault rifle in exchange for his personal snub pistol to continue pushing back against the ongoing attack in Juvies. The next gameplay clip then reveals the PvE class abilities are making their way into the campaign for the first time through the Hivebuster DLC itself, as Keegan activates his very own ammo supply ability to try and help Mac and Lahni eliminate the fellow Swarm Amargos. Team Scorpio are then zooming through the caves and taverns in a sliding sequence. The characters actually look to be chasing down a Swarm Snatcher, as Mac shouts, "It's over there it is," with the Snatcher attempting to get away. Coggear Mac inspecting a Boltok pistol, likely his preferred sidearm for the upcoming mission. It would be cool to see characters interacting and inspecting their very own equipped weapons as a new versus multiplayer expression. We then return to another shot of the King Raven helicopter, which looks to have a huge involvement in this campaign at DLC. It would be incredible if Gears fans were finally given that amazing opportunity that we've always wanted since Gears 1, to finally pilot and drive a King Raven helicopter, just like we did with the Junker and the Center Tank back in the old previous Gears games. Mac, being the youngest of the squad, also seems to be the unluckiest as well, as the out-of-control Raven sends him hurtling into a cliffside. The trailer continues to chop it up all over the place, as Mac is now back inside looking down to what could be the heart of a Swarm hive, which Team Scorpio detonates with the newly made venomous bomb before making a run for it. Transitioning back into what looks to be the office space of Hoffman's house that we saw earlier in the trailer, each member of Team Scorpio is changed into their very own Hivebuster armor as they lock in and attach the new venom bomb. Scorpio Squad are then seen on top of a mountain range, out of breath after maybe escaping their own venomous gas detonation, as we did see earlier in the trailer inside that Swarm hive just a few moments ago. The King Raven helicopter that has likely been showing up in the trailer so far does appear to Scorpio's rescue, rocking what I do believe is a custom vehicle decal of a Leviathan as seen back in Gears 2. We then switch to a view of a brand new character that has appeared to save Team Scorpio, who is actually none other than the daughter of the Cole train. Yes, is Hana Cole, rocking the braids, and again a brand new looking variant of Cog armor begins to unleash covering fire on the Troika against maybe incoming Juvies or the Swarm flock. The trailer then moves on to more actual gameplay of the Hivebuster DLC, showing off a Mac using a shield barrier as Team Scorpio are positioned on a sandy beach near the waters. There is the Crasher Cog Condor in the backdrop right there from one of the flashbacks earlier in the trailer. Lahni gets up close and personal with the Electro Blade ability, bringing that shock and awe factor. Keegan can then be seen piloting a Silverback, possibly meaning different PvE abilities can now be brought into the Hivebuster campaign at DLC. The scenery around the characters seem to be burning as the volcano in the backdrop right there looks to be erupting on what is definitely the Galangi South Island. A mixture of both Swarm Snatchers and the flock attacking Team Scorpio on board the circular platform that we did see earlier, just before it started flowing down the river of lava. Getting into the most important moments of the Hivebuster DLC launch trailer, an enemy Swarm Snatcher attempts to get close, attacking and firing off a dark quill that barely misses Hana Cole, as the daughter of the Cole train fires her Lancer assault rifle right back at the Swarm beast. Once this mission begins, there's no turning back, as we do cut to what looks like Hana Cole actually being down and covered in blood with a shocked expression on her face, grasping onto her Lancer assault rifle. It happens so quickly in the trailer itself that you could definitely miss it, but I think this is a huge reveal for the storyline and plot of the DLC, as it does look like the Swarm Snatcher was successfully able to kidnap podding Hana Cole as it tries to make for an escape, leaping past Mac, Lahni and Keegan. We then get a close-up of Lahni Kaliso and the rest of Team Scorpio outfitted, ready to go and changed into their high-busting armor equipped with the new Venom Bomb, as each character activates their own adrenaline injector and waits for the inevitable podding from nearby Swarm Snatchers. I really like how each character is approaching the situation in their very own unique way right here. Keegan being more calm and dedicated to the mission, Mac with a screw it all but I'm here mentality, and Lahni being snatched at the end right there in a tribal-like stance that really reminds me of her cousin Hana Cole. The Hivebuster launch trailer finishes it off by highlighting the new key art as Team Scorpio are finally making their debut into the story universe of Gears officially, as the Hivebusters Campaign DLC once again is releasing next week on December 15th for the Xbox Series consoles, Xbox One, Steam, Windows 10 and PC, and the Game Pass Ultimate day and date. It of course wouldn't be a Gears of War trailer without a cliffhanger-like ending, as we do see Team Scorpio back in their cog armor outfits as earlier on board the King Raven helicopter itself, looking down into the jungle trees below, as out of nowhere a chicken-like new enemy appears, which I do believe could be called Snapjaws, based on the Gears of War Ascendance book novel a while ago, possibly teasing the new swarm enemy infection jumping species, as the Snapjaw glows like the underbelly of both the swarm snatcher and pouncer. Please make sure to leave me a comment down below telling me what you think. What is your guys' opinion on the Hivebusters DLC launch trailer? Is there anything that I maybe missed or something new that you guys learned today? I really do appreciate you guys watching this just because it is a very long breakdown video. For me personally, I do feel like the Hivebusters Campaign DLC just looks great. The return of Hoffman, just like any of the other old characters from the original trilogy, is always done with amazing fan service. The introduction of Hana Cole as a new character, the daughter of the Cole Train in a video game of Gears, this is crazy, was a very pleasant surprise. I enjoyed it. And of course, the all-new Snapjaw chicken will probably make for a very interesting new enemy type boss. I can't wait to jump back into the universe and story that is Gears of War, so make sure to keep updated here on the channel, as I will be uploading a campaign, a gameplay walkthrough of the Hivebusters DLC as soon as I can. So there you have it guys, full details breaking down the Hivebusters Campaign DLC launch trailer, including a new Hana Cole character, new Snapjaw enemies, Hoffman returning, and so much more in Gears 5. Give video a thumbs up and share if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I shall see you in the next one.